What's up, you nerds? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to Forza Horizon 5. And I'm happy that we're now finally getting a bunch more cars in the game, and it's always very fun to test them out and check them out and stuff like that. And not only that, but I'm obviously getting some builds with the new cars as well. One of them I will end up checking out just because I thought it'd be kind of funny. But for today's video, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be checking out some tunes that you guys have sent me to try. So, if you want to send over some stuff yourselves, maybe get them featured in a future video, all you have to do is join the Discord. Link to that is down below in the description box, which you can access. Also, it's like a multi-link thing, like a link tree type of deal, where you have multiple links, but you can also access Instagram and all that sort of stuff if you want to go and follow me there as well. Also, while you're down there, subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. It helps me a lot. It helps me get closer to 400,000 subscribers, which is what I'm trying to do by the end of the year. So hopefully you guys can help out with that. But like I said, in today's video, I'm going to try some tunes that you guys have sent me. So let's get started. One of them I already have picked because it's the name of it just made it really funny for me that I have to pick. Apparently the car is for the 2017 Ford GT. And name for the build is actually called the Gripper S1. It's very weird that you called it the same name as your mother's name. And then sent the share code, which I need to try. So, there we go. Ford GT. Let's see what this thing is capable of. It's a car that I haven't actually driven too much in this game. As you can see, I already have a build on it. I don't know whose build this is. It was probably mine. I'd probably try to use it for some sort of an event or whatever, because this thing is very impressive. But I don't think I have anything special built on this thing. I think I've maybe driven this thing at the start of the game, like when it came out, and that's pretty much it. So now this person has sent me something to try out. So it's for racing, basically. I'm gonna try and use it for the hill climb, because I think the hill climb would be kind of nice to try it out. So 925 938 147 is the share code. You guys can try it out yourselves. There it is, the Gripper. Pretty similar stats to mine, slightly less power. Okay. Right. Very weird. Why do I? Why does mine say slick tires and this person's race tires? It's the same class or similar class. It has less power, but it has more grip. Weird. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between mine and his, but his apparently is supposed to have more grip than mine, but we'll see if he does or not. Like I said, I don't even know whose tune or what tune I had on before this. It looks very similar to mine. I think I had better tires. But I think once you put better tires on this thing, it just makes it. There's a little bit of a delay. I don't know if you can see that. Like I'm steering and then it just takes a second for it to like realize that I'm actually steering. I don't know, it just feels like it's understeering quite a bit. Try see if putting sim steering on helps it. Actually, that's a little better. It actually changes direction a little better. Kind of goes into a slide a little bit as well. It is also rear wheel drive, so that's pretty interesting. Right, like I said, I'm gonna bring this thing up the hill climb that's in the game, and by that I mean the Vulcan Sprint, which should be here. I think the fastest S1 that I have. What's the fastest S1 car that I brought up this hill? The Koenigsegg CC8S. I don't know whose build this was, but I brought this thing up at some point. Let's try to see if I can beat it. 242. Let's try to see if this guy's tune can beat the Koenigsegg CC8S that I brought up this hill. Because this is practically what this thing is built for, right? It's basically just built for racing. I'm not going to try to bring it down the Golden Tuggy because I feel like that's kind of boring. So up this hill should make it so I have to kind of use all that power. You know what I mean? I'm going to try it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I kind of have to wait a little bit longer though to push this thing out of corners. Because of the rear wheel drive, I need to be much easier on the power. For the more higher speed corners, it's fine. I can't say it's bad because it isn't, but it's not like crazy good. I'm pretty sure also that the Koenigsegg was another build sent in by someone else. It drives pretty nicely though. It does drive really nicely. It's just slower than the Koenigsegg. That already has the time on this track. But the Koenigsegg is just unbelievably good though, isn't it? Even though I don't think the one that I did with it was very good. It just feels a little slow. The grip is there though. I think handling wise, I think you've done a decent job with it. But I think the power just isn't there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that I don't really have a complaint about. It's the thing that feels like it's lacking is a little bit of power for bringing it up the hill. But the grip is pretty nice. Yeah, even the diff setup is nicely done. It just doesn't want to slip. This is also still rear-wheel drive, which is nice. Has a really, really good balance. I love mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars. They drive so nicely in the game. They just feel really, really solid and really, really balanced. It's just that, like, there's a slight lack of power with this car. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not insane as well. That's 4 seconds slower than the Koenigsegg. 4 seconds is a lot. 4 seconds is actually a lot. Almost 4.5 seconds as well. Can I probably drive faster with it? I don't know. I don't know. Have you tried messing around with more power, though? That is the thing that I feel like you should be able to do with this car. Right? I didn't mean to restart. I feel like you should be able to just give it slightly more power. I don't know why, I just feel like you should be able to. I feel like there's something about it that I feel like it's missing here. I'm trying to see, because I don't know what you've done to it. Even the comment on the Discord that he said it has no engine upgrades besides the flywheel, so it's a little low on power. But it makes up for it in handling. I promise, would love people to check it out and tell me how I did for a first time. If this is your first time, that's very good. It is very, very good if it's the first time. Seriously, very impressive. But you are right. It does feel underpowered because of the fact that it has no engine upgrades. Now I'm looking at the grip here when it comes to having these tires versus these tires, and it's slightly better. But is it enough though to like sacrifice? Like it's just 0.8 of an extra bit of grip. I mean, it's tiny bit more. Yes, braking is better. Yeah, all that's better. But I'm trying to think, maybe you could just give it like wider tires and it'll do something similar. You know, probably not. I don't know. I'm trying to see like how could this be better? How could you have done this slightly better? I think aero is important. Aero does a good job. So if you mess around with aero, if you just do this, it's decent. I'm pretty sure whatever you have on available, the race tires, are you not allowed to change? One sec, I want to have a look at something here. Are you not allowed to change the suspension setup of this thing when it's completely stuck? I mean, I know it's like a supercar and stuff like that, but some of these cars do allow you to change stuff. Yeah, you can't. You can't. So I'm trying to see here, because some of the parts, like I said, will make you have better performance without actually sacrificing anything. So basically he's done that. He's made it lighter. So I think this is light enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more power to it. And I want to see if I could just have a little bit more power with the same sort of setup that you have on, but just have it so it makes more power pretty much. What else can I do here? Instead of weight reduction. So now I have 717 horsepower and 833 newton meters of torque. I'm also going to go ahead and buy the race diff. As for this, I can go and buy pretty much any transmission I want. Apparently, this will drop it in class as well by a little bit. Even if I just buy the regular race transmission, it drops it in class a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do, because as soon as I start doing weight reduction stuff and all that, it's just, it's all over, so there's no point in doing that. So I kind of do want more grip, so maybe giving a slightly wider front tires. Was it at 255s in the front? It's already at 325 in the rear, so which is crazy. Anything else now that I do is going to completely change this thing. So this is I think going to be, I don't know if this is going to be better or worse than yours, but I'm trying to see. It feels like the tiniest bit faster with more power. This is like a little bit of a tune that I've done for this thing, and you've seen the upgrades that I've done for it. I don't think it's much different though to his. I think it's very, very similar. Or it's going to get a very similar time. But it does seem to like a little bit more power. Especially for climbing the uphill stage. I mean, he didn't really say, you know, that he built the car for the for a hill climb, but I just assumed that it would have been good here. And it's not bad. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just a tiny bit faster, like a second faster, so not by much. But that could also just come down to just what the tune is like. But yeah, I feel like this car kind of benefits more if you have a little bit more power instead of making it as light as possible and giving it grippy tires, if that makes sense, for the uphill stage. But I do like your tune. I think your tune was actually very nice. I enjoyed it. It was nice and easy to control. I think your diff setup was great. You can accelerate out of corners very quickly. It just felt nice to drive, you know? So, yeah. I like that. That was nice. It was a good tune. Alright, let's move on to someone else's. Okay. Now, for the next thing, I'm going to pick something that I don't know if it's going to work out too well for me. But apparently this tune is for the Bertie... I'm guessing it is for the new F250 that just came out. And for whatever reason, this guy ended up making it a tollgate truck, if that makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Alright, it definitely does not make sense to me how this works. How is it a tollgate truck? Apparently he did it as his first tollgate tune. You picked a very weird car to build for the tollgate. So here's the code anyway. 126391035. Like, bro, what? Oh, it's this thing. Oh, it's the Tacoma. Okay, okay. The Tacoma makes more sense. The Tacoma makes more sense. So he ended up building this thing for the for a tollgate truck, basically. That's what it's called. He said, I'm terrible at the golden tollgate, but and he hasn't tried it. Apparently it runs a 353 downhill than normal mountain, whatever the hell that means. But this is what this guy ended up sending me. I actually do like this. It's such a weird vehicle. I honestly thought that this was going to be for the F250, but I guess not. I was wrong. I'm fine with trying this thing. Obviously, the Tacoma I've ended up using for drifting quite a bit. It's kind of fun and interesting to drive as a drift car, but yeah, this thing is insane looking. But I do want to slap this tune on it and have a look and see what it's like. It's so odd, bro. It's such a weird build. I hope that this thing can actually fit through the gap of the golden tollgate. Like I said before, I'm trying to like kind of ease back on the golden tollgate tunes, and I honestly, he also said that he tried it on the Vulcan Sprint as well, which I could really try. I could put this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna put this head to head with the Ford GT, and let's see which one of these is a better car. Both of these are S1. Both of these have decent amount of power. This one is a little bit more different, I guess, of a build. But I'm gonna put both of these head to head with each other instead of bringing it down the golden tollgate, which I said I was gonna do slightly less of. This has more power though. This does have more power, but I don't know if this has as much grip, if not more grip. But the aero of it just looks insanely worse, obviously, compared to the Ford GT. Okay, let's see if this thing is good. I don't know. Oh my god, it brakes so... It brakes really well. Yo. Bro, what? This is so sick to drive. I'm just not expecting this thing to have as much grip going around corners. What the hell? The fact that some of these corners I can actually go faster in than what I am already doing is insane. And the way that I'm keeping up with the Koenigsegg. I think my brakes are actually better than the Koenigsegg's, weirdly enough. Bad slide from the Koenigsegg. That is me driving the Koenigsegg, by the way, so... blame my crappy driving as well. But in the Ford GT, I wasn't able to beat it. I wasn't able to beat it in his Ford GT or my Ford GT tune. But this guy's Tacoma is absolutely pissing all over my Koenigsegg time. This is really impressive. I never ever would have expected this thing to be this good. Especially by looking at it, like, I mean, it's a fucking Tacoma. It does understeer quite a bit. There's little areas of it where... Oh, so close, so close. See what I mean? Like, there's tiny areas. Of course, it's so much faster than the Ford GT. This is like 4 seconds faster. That's sick. I want to do one more run with it, because now that I'm kind of confident with it and how it drives. That's really nice. Bro, this isn't even fair. The Koenigsegg is like barely in the same league as this thing. Even if I make a slight mistake with it, I still just shoot ahead so quickly out of corners with it. The way it grips up in corners is crazy. And acceleration out of corners is one of the most impressive things about it. Look at how much of a lead I get compared to the Koenigsegg. It's a little bit more floaty though in some areas compared to the Koenigsegg, I think. Like it kind of just hovers around the corner. And again, like I say, there's areas like if you drive it incorrectly just for a little bit, you will end up seeing like a bit of understeer, which kind of sucks, but overall though, this is just a better car than whatever tune I was using in the Koenigsegg. That's mad. I never thought that this would pull it like a decent time on a hill climb. It is a very cool truck, but like I definitely didn't expect it to be like better than the Koenigsegg, you know. Whatever one I did in the Koenigsegg wasn't even that great, but still, I definitely didn't expect this thing to smoke it like that. Very, very sick tune. I really liked it. Really, really liked it. It's so much faster than the Ford GT. It's like 6 seconds faster. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me that this is 6 seconds faster than like almost a hypercar. Pretty much a hypercar. That's insane. Alright, I want to have a look at where I am in the world with that, because I obviously beat the Koenigsegg. I was like, what, 5,000 something in the world? I'm gonna say I'm maybe like just slightly under 5,000. Or I am 5,000 in the world right now. Because I was, I think, fairly high in the 5,000s. Because I did beat my PB. It's just not that much better, I don't think. Yeah, slightly lower on 5,000. That is mad though. That is mad that this thing is able to do stuff like that. Well, thank you for the tunes, everybody. I really do appreciate you guys sending me these tunes. They're always so much fun to try out. If you have anything interesting that you want to send over, please do. Send it over on Discord, like I said, as usual. And I could try it in a future video, but for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you for these 2 tunes. Like I said, this thing is definitely not a car, truck, whatever, that I expected to see do this well. I don't know, I've just never tried it before in this game, like this. I've tried to slide it around and pretty much that went kind of well. It was actually quite fun to slide. But I never tried to like race it, which I probably should have, because it is crazy, crazy good. Alright, well that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.